Hi, everybody. This is Marilyn. Do we have audio for this? Thank you. Hello, everybody. This is Marilyn, and it's time for the noon edition of Welcome to My World. This is March 13th, and it is a Monday. So I hope everybody's had a chance to set up OP and start to learn how this works. It takes a little bit of observation, that's for sure. But we do want you to be putting that on a completely separate chart. It needs to be on its very own chart, separate from anything else. You can add things to it if you want, but don't try to put that on top of a C's chart or anything, because that isn't going to work for you. Way too much stuff there. Way too much. So, this morning, we haven't had a heck of a lot of the really good stuff turn up. This is very, very choppy. I think these markets, crude oil has been in a serious chop. If you like to take those little scalps for, 5 and 10 ticks, that it has put the signals up for that. It's just, I don't really like that kind of stuff. The other thing is, when you look at this is one of the reasons I keep 30-minute chart up, is when you look at this 30-minute chart, this thing is telling you it's just chopping. And it shows no sign of wanting to get out of here one way or the other. This bus driver is, he really likes settlement today. Gold has sold off a little bit overnight. I don't know if that'll turn back around. It's kind of trying to, but not having very much success. The dollar's been in a very tight, choppy range. Canadian dollar also. And bonds put up a good trade early this morning, but it hasn't had anything since. So, I don't see too much else. Our VIX is still fiddling around here, but even below 12. But these markets are all kind of in a hovering mode, waiting for the magic Wednesday this week, when the Fed comes out and either will or will not raise the interest rates and the overnight carry rate, which I think most of the economists that watch this they have a very strong opinion that they'll likely raise this 25 basis points. So it will almost be, it's almost like there's a lot of pressure building in the markets, and then the safety valve will get released on Wednesday, and they'll pick a direction, likely up, and carry on. So tomorrow morning we're going to have the PPI comes out at 8:30 tomorrow, and keep in mind we've got this time zone changes, and some people are in time zones that have the time change for daylight savings time, and some do not. But just to reiterate, we all need to have our computers set to Eastern time, no matter where you are, because it affects the your charting. You want to make sure you're on the same page as everybody else. So when you take those screenshots, if your computer is set to some other time, nobody has any idea, and they're looking at, well, why did you take this trade at this certain time? And that's really your time zone, not, in other words, trading land and Apex land operates off of Eastern time. in the U.S. So I would definitely get my computer if yours is not already. Please take care of that and get your computer and click the little button thing that does the automatic daylight savings time changes for you, so you don't have to fool with that either. But tomorrow morning we're going to have the PPI, and there is a labor market conditions index that is tentatively scheduled to be released at 9:30. That's probably going to be a little more significant than it has been in the past. In the past, it hasn't been, it's kind of hocus pocus, but these labor and employment numbers are becoming a much more significant part of the bigger economic picture, which has to do with these interest rates and the overall investment in some of these companies that move our indices. So it is worth paying attention.